Hi there. Welcome to another Tuesday Talk. One of the key things to building effective relationships, and one thing that I talk about a lot, is having empathy. In fact, it is a big part of my book, From the Heart. Unless you have suffered a brain injury or have a severe mental illness, you are capable of empathy. However, it's a skill that needs a little practice. So what is empathy? Empathy is a concern for the welfare of others. It's the ability to detect or predict the emotions and thoughts of other people. In leadership language, this is often called emotional intelligence. Can you see why this might be an important skill for leaders? Empathy has a huge impact on your relationships, and this is true for both your personal and for your professional relationships. Not only can you be a superstar leader with empathy, but you can also be more successful in your home life. Here are some tips for making empathy happen. Avoid making assumptions. Your view of the world is limited. Your experiences are just your own. Others have lived quite a different reality. It's important that you accept that. For example, if you've never lost a job, don't assume that you know exactly what that experience feels like. When you catch yourself making assumptions, take the time to question those assumptions. Ask questions. Probably the best way to understand where others are coming from is to ask. Develop a genuine interest in them. Ask open-ended questions, and then listen. Listen with intention. Seek to understand the emotions that the other person is feeling. Asking questions and then listening to the answers is a pivotal part of creating that empathy. Practice. Try to understand a group of people outside of your experience. Suppose you're a young Christian African-American male. You might decide to learn about Hasidic Jews. Or, if you've never been poor, you might take some time and learn about the homeless. Talk to people. Try to understand what it is like to be part of this group. Walk in the other person's shoes. One way to relate better to others is to put yourself in that same situation. Do the jobs that your team is responsible for, even the dirty ones. Be present. Give your undivided attention to others. You can't be empathetic if you're on your electronic devices or your mind is somewhere else while someone is speaking to you. You are probably not the multitasker that you think you are, and you're not as good at pretending to be attentive as you might think. Have more meaningful conversations. Small talk is fine, and I encourage that, but try to get deeper also. A good way to do this, a good way to open a dialogue, is to talk about something that's important to you. The more you share, the more you're going to receive in return. Be open, and others will be more open with you. Empathy is an important skill. It can greatly increase your ability to communicate and connect with others. Being able to understand their feelings and thoughts will boost your rapport with them, and in turn, you'll find that you have a more committed, more successful relationships, both at work and at home. Practice empathy this coming week. And until next time, go and make it happen.